Have you ever wondered why some people's money seems to grow while they're doing absolutely nothing? While they're asleep? While they're on vacation? While they're not even thinking about work at all? It sounds like magic, but it's not magic. It's actually something you can learn. Just imagine it for a second. You wake up, you check your phone, and there's more money in your account than there was last night. No extra hours worked, no extra effort, just more. That feeling? That's what today's lesson is really about. I know what you're thinking. That sounds impossible, right? But here's the secret. Businesses make this happen every single day, all around the world. Big businesses, small businesses, even tiny one-person businesses, they've all figured out the same basic trick. So today, I'm going to show you, step by step, no confusing jargon, no complicated math, exactly how businesses actually work. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand something that most people never learn in school. Let's start with how most people earn money. Most people trade their time directly for money, every single day. You show up, you work your hours, and in exchange, you get paid. Simple enough. But this simple little trade has a big hidden problem. Here's the problem. The moment you stop working, your income usually stops too, almost immediately. No clocking in, no paycheck. Your money is directly tied to your time, which means your time is the only thing making you money. So how do businesses get around this problem? They build something different. Instead of relying only on someone's time, businesses build systems, repeatable processes that keep running and producing results again and again, without needing constant hands-on effort. And here's the beautiful part. A good system keeps working whether the owner is standing right there or not. The owner could be in the room or miles away, and the system just keeps doing its job, attracting customers, delivering value, and bringing in money. Let's make this concrete with a simple example everybody understands. A lemonade stand. It's small, it's simple, and honestly, it teaches the exact same lessons as a giant corporation. So let's build one together, step by step, right here on the whiteboard. First, every business needs supplies. For our lemonade stand, that means lemons, sugar, cups, and water. Nothing fancy, just the basic ingredients you need to actually make the product you're going to sell to your very first customer. Let's say all of that costs about $10 total. That $10 is called your startup cost, the money you have to spend before you can even open for business. Now the fun part begins. Customers start showing up, thirsty and ready to buy. Each customer hands over a coin, and in exchange, they get a cold cup of lemonade. Every one of those little exchanges is called revenue, money coming into the business. Let's say our stand made $25 in revenue today. Subtract the $10 we spent on supplies, and what's left over is called profit. 25 minus 10 equals $15. Money that's genuinely ours to keep into the business. Now here's where things get interesting. Instead of running the stand all by yourself forever, you hire someone to help. Maybe a friend, maybe a neighbor's kid looking for summer work. You hand them an apron, and they take over, and here's the payoff. Customers keep showing up and keep buying lemonade, even while you're not standing behind the counter. You could be relaxing somewhere far away, maybe even on a beach, and the money keeps flowing in without you lifting a finger. This idea has a name. It's called leverage. Leverage means using systems, tools, or other people's time to multiply what you personally could ever produce on your own. And it's one of the most powerful ideas in business. Here's something that might surprise you. Every single company you've ever heard of, big or small, follows the exact same basic three-step process. Let's draw it out together so you can see it clearly. Step 1 is always the same. Attract customers. Without people who are interested in what you're offering, Nothing else in the business can even get started. Step 2. Deliver value. This means actually giving your customers something genuinely useful, a product, a service, an experience that solves a real problem for them. And step 3. Receive payment. Once you've delivered real value, customers happily exchange their money for it, and that payment is what keeps the whole business running. Put those 3 steps together: attract customers, deliver value, receive payment, and you've got what I like to call the business machine. It's simple, but every successful company on earth is really just running this same loop over and over. Take Apple, for example. They attract customers with amazing products, deliver real value through design and technology, and receive payment in return. Same machine. Your local coffee shop follows this exact same process too, attracting customers with a great cup of coffee, delivering that value, and receiving payment. Even your favorite restaurant runs on this identical loop, attracting hungry families, delivering a delicious meal, and receiving payment in return. Same 3 steps, every single time. Notice something important here. A smartphone, a cup of coffee, and a home-cooked meal are completely different products, but underneath, they're all running on the exact same business system. Different products, same machine. That's the pattern you need to see. Now, I have to be honest with you. Many businesses fail. It happens all the time, and it's important to understand why, so you can avoid making the same mistakes yourself. One common reason is that money quietly leaks away. Small, unnecessary expenses here and there that nobody really notices, until one day there's simply nothing left. Another reason is overspending, pouring out far more money than the business is actually bringing in, until the whole thing runs dry surprisingly fast. And sometimes, businesses fail simply because they build something nobody actually wants. No matter how proud you are of a product, if nobody needs it, nobody buys it. On the other hand, successful businesses share one thing in common. They solve real problems for real people. That's really the heart of it. Not luck, not magic, just genuinely useful solutions delivered consistently. So here's my advice. Stop asking, how do I get rich? That question, on its own, doesn't actually lead anywhere useful. It's the wrong starting point entirely. Instead, ask a much better question. What problem can I solve? That single shift in thinking is exactly how most successful entrepreneurs got their start. Not chasing money, but chasing a solution worth building. And here's a bonus insight. Bigger problems tend to create bigger opportunities. A small, simple problem might earn you a little, but a big, widespread problem, solved well, can build an entire business empire. So remember this simple formula. Find a problem, build a solution, and the money naturally follows. Problem, solution, money. In that order, every single time, without exception. At the end of the day, businesses exist for one core reason: to solve problems, not to trick people, not to get lucky, simply to solve real problems, consistently and honestly. And money? Money is simply the natural reward for creating real value. The more genuine value you create for other people, the more that value flows back to you. So from today onward, I want you to start thinking like an entrepreneur. Look around you, notice the problems people face, and start asking yourself how you might be the one to solve them. That's it for today's lesson. If you learned something new, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. See you next time.